help us understand why there was a drop in revenue in the financial year members, which lines were those that you had cited? In that financial year, your collections on cess reduced by about 5 or 6 million. How is this explained in an economy that is growing? Secondly, your advertising fees reduced by almost 17 million. And thirdly, conservancy administration reduced by 33 million. What is the explanation, Governor?
I'm trying, Chair, to look from the report I have where you are we in 1.1, statement of receipts and disbursements, or where are we, Chair?
Yes, statement of receipts and disbursements for the year ended 30th June 2024. The first row on cess.
Yes, yes, Chair.
You are seeing a drop there?
Yes, I've seen the variances of single business permits and all that says. Chair, the management acknowledges the discrepancies noted in the statement of receipts and disbursements for the financial year 2023-2024, particularly in relation to cooperative balances and carry forward figures. And I respond, Chair, for one, the variances in comparative balances on our own source revenue, the variances of 5.8 million on single business permits, and the 5 million for parking fees, contributing to the total loan source revenue discrepancy of 10,894,837 were due to classification differences in the recording of revenue at the year end, and distribution licenses fees were misclassified, which was corrected. Management has ensured correct classification of our own source revenue, Chair, items to ensure correct presentation of the financial statements in future. Below, Chair, distribution licenses transactions done in the system for the year of the financial year 2024-2025 provided for current audit as per Appendix 1 logs of distribution licenses transactions classified as business permits. That is what had occasioned the variances, Mr. Chairman.
I think you have addressed the global issues. The issues raised by the Auditor General, the Auditor General tells us you have responded in a manner that explains what they had raised.
Yes.
But what the committee is raising was not raised by the Auditor General, but it is in your financial statements. So if you look at that line on cess alone, cess is a big contributor to your own source revenue, contributing almost 14-15%. How did cess drop in that financial year?
With your permission, Chair, let me ask the head of revenue, Vera, to give more support to the statement I have made.
Yeah, so Vera, just address the specific lines. We have taken note of what the governor has already said on single business permits.
Thank you, Chair. I think what the governor has explained actually partially answers that question. We didn't have a drop per se, but there was an issue of misclassification. The amount meant for cess was misclassified because we had a system challenge where we didn't have an auto reconciliation so that every revenue stream is well accounted for. But we were able to give the information to the Auditor General.
The Constitution requires the Senate to review the report of the Auditor General. So giving the information to the OAG is not enough. Parliament can ask questions. So what was the actual performance of cess in that financial year?
Chair, I just wanted to ask whether there is a problem with the system, because
our sales mostly comes from the market fees, and other sales comes from the different...
market fees is a different stream at 21 million. I thought cess is cess. How can
Chair,
how can cess be misclassified as something else?
And
Senator
I debunk theory. Now, so do you want also to say parking fees is affected by weather? Because I can see there was an increase of 4 million. What is the implication? Because I thought the vehicles that bring produce to the market have increased your parking fees, and I think registration fees, reserve monthly toll fees, and all these pass park fees and others have increased by 4 million.
Yeah, so can we...
What is the relationship?
Governor, are you able to tell the people who you collect cess from in Kajiado, are you able to explain to them why you registered 6 million less? Does the explanation from your receiver of revenue satisfy you as a CEO?
I think...
Yeah, can I finish so that the governor can,
Yes,
can pick it so that you answer both? If you look even at market fees through your hour, nothing has changed. In fact, it is 21,635,928 in the previous year, and then 21 million in the subsequent year.
Go to advertising.
So then I go to advertising. The difference, there is a big 18 million drop. So maybe, I don't know whether, now the receiver of revenue is saying whether. So I don't know what happens to the posters and advertising during dry season.
Let's have the...
Can I also add? I just wanted to understand what are these county assets that you hire out? Because the previous financial year you made 6.7. This financial year 2023-2024 it dropped down to 3 million. And then what explains this very wide disparity in Conservancy administration, where there is a difference of more than 32 million shillings? Chair.
Yes, Governor?
I have the county CC for finance here. Let me have his input, Chair, please, with your permission.
Okay.
Thank you, Chair. I will take up the first one on the cess. First, I wish to make a bit of an explanation of what constitutes cess for us. It is essentially revenues that you collect on barriers where a big chunk of it is cess from natural resources, especially sand, for Kajiado, especially sand. The instances where you have certain drops is, and why my receiver of revenue, the director of revenue, was indicating an issue of seasonal in terms of rain season and certain instances. This sand is collected essentially from rivers. Trucks go into the river, and on certain occasion where you have certain weather condition, particularly it coincides with the rain season, essentially it drop, the tracking of that sand drop. So that in some certain instances that usually contribute to a reduction in the collection that we are able to do on that cess. It is one component because you have other materials that are transported across those barriers as well that we collect cess, but a big chunk of it is from the natural resources, that is the sand. So the instance of where you have sudden drop and it coincides to the weather is because where we collect where these materials are collected. Is, yes.
Have you read this report? Have you read your report? If you look at note 1 that explains cess, because what you're explaining is here. You didn't even need to say too much. Note 1 has got a breakdown on cess. Your biggest drop is on transit. It is not rivers and seasons. It is transit. This is money collected from people on the road. There is a difference of 9 million. So, can you give us a more serious explanation? Because
maybe, Chair.
note 1 here has got farm produce, quarrying, livestock, bed occupancy, and transit. And the biggest drop is transit. Not river, not sand. Are you collecting money from truck drivers and pocketing? Senator Kajiado.
Maybe, I think you're right, Chair. and the county really needs to explain quite well, because as you can see from CES, we have bed occupancy for 2023-2024. We have an increase of 7.5 million. That makes, which they didn't have before.
Yes.
And a difference in farm produce of 9 million. 4 million, a difference of 4 million with quarry. So this means there is nothing concerning issues of weather here. It's nothing, because what about quarry? Do you need to have good weather to have quarry? I don't think so. So I think the CC Finance needs to explain well, and even we are not even in advertisement. We are just in this one first point of CES. So I think they need to explain, because I think it is only either system problems or something else. So I think the county needs to explain it well, rather than just trying to have many words. Governor, you just need to say, possibly this is a system problem, or there are no, submission of cash in the roadblocks. Possibly that is the problem within the county. Otherwise, the figures indicate that there is a problem, which is
Governor,
system problem.
do you get a feeling that someone is stealing from you?
Chair, that's a difficult feeling, because...
You don't get that feeling?
Chair.
Okay, then let's go to advertising. let's go to advertising, and we get an explanation.
Saying that when there is rain, there is less sand collected. That is not true. When there is rain, then there is more sand available. When there is drought, there is no sand. So don't say that because of too much rain, we collected less sand. No. There's more sand when there is rain.
I think let's go to other things that are not